Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and I'm really sorry for this late upload. So those who have watched this How to Think series from the real start, welcome to the third session. And for my new viewers, I have uploaded the link of my old videos in the about section. You can watch it and this will enhance your understanding of this topic. So I think let's start. The third solution is learn to live with uncertainty. From school, sports, life, we all observe that after a certain period, or we can say after a certain study, teachers, coaches, experiences can't predict the exact outcome because we don't know. Thus, we are just guessing. Scientists are framing hypotheses, working on them, checking them by experiments that if the given guess is right or not. If we will carry uncertainty, the concept of uncertainty in mind, then we can do better planning. We know that. We will be more open for experimentation, thus more discoveries. To put it differently, surrender the need for absolute truth. The English poet John Keats wrote a landmark letter to his brother, George and Thomas Keats, on December 22, 1817. It has become known as a letter on negative capability. It reads, let's see. It struck me what quality went to form a man or woman of achievement, especially in literature, and which Shakespeare possessed so enormously. I mean negative capability. That is, when a man is capable of being in uncertainties, mysteries, doubt, without any irritable reaching after facts and reason. Did you get what it states? I do not want to do Keats an injustice by oversimplifying a magnificent statement, but I believe he's saying essentially this: the world is a complex place and absolute truth is elusive. Indeed, the greatness in Shakespeare may be attributed to the fact that he didn't feel inclined to explain what he could not, but only to portray the human condition as he saw. This concept drives a stake into the heart of the notion that Polonius has the answers. Overcoming the Ophelia syndrome, becoming an independent thinker, includes giving up romantic notions of the world as a place where everything can be explained. It includes giving up the need to be fooled into thinking that Polonius does indeed have the answers when he does not. Those who are thinking about what is this Ophelia and Polonius, we have just studied about them in the really first video. I have given the link below. Yeah, sometimes I wish that the Polonius has the answer. I wish I did. I wish any of all my colleagues had the answer, but we do not. We can only join with students and others in the pursuit of answers. And even then, we must remain ultimately in some degree of uncertainty. The corollary to this is that to treat the Ophelia syndrome, one must develop a healthy distrust of authorities and experts. It's funny, but it's true that experts disagree more often than they agree. Those who pose as authorities are as likely to be a Polonius, who try to turn Ophelia into a baby, as we have learned, or we can say as we have studied in the very first video. And because they are to have a real handle on what they're talking about. Thus, the question arises is there a real solution? The very first solution is, for every important opinion you hear, get a second opinion. Second, in the words of the Lord in the 9th section of the Doctrine and Covenants, study it out in your own heart. Always go to the source by yourself. If your teacher states that in this book I found this fact, yeah, but there are chances that the teacher might be on fault, that People do forget things because they have a lot of things to do. So if that information is important, go your go yourself and check the source by yourself. I found a story explaining this. Here I refers to the writer. When I was in graduate school, I took a seminar on Heinrich von Kleist from Bernard Bloom, one of the grand old men of German scholarship. One day we were to discuss a paper by a classmate, Gettinger, on Kleist's play Der Zerbrochene Krug. The paper seemed sound enough to the rest of us. Degas' argument was based on description written by Professor Walter, the great Kleist scholar at the University of Basel, of a plate with figures engraved on it. Professor Bloom came to class with a large volume under his arm. He opened it to a picture of the plate that Musk had described and passed it around. "Well," he asked, "what do you see?" No one saw anything. "Does the woman look pregnant to you?" he asked. Ken's face blanched. Professor Bloom continued, "No, but Musk says she's pregnant, and Mr. Degas' paper rests on that premise." Ken stammered, I just thought Musk would be right." Professor Bloom shut the book and said, "Let that be a lesson to you. Never, never, never trust anyone. You must examine the source yourself." So, today I finished the solution 3, and what you learned, what major 2 things that you learned today. Just said it to me. First, always go for second opinions. Always listen to more than one person. And second, check the source Check the source yourself. That's really important. And what do you find the most important stuff? Learn to live with uncertainties. So try applying it for this whole week, and next week I'll be here with the solution 4 and a beautiful palette for this How to Think series. So till then, bye-bye and do practice.